What's up, Metal Summoners? We are so super stoked to be with you guys. We appreciate your continued support of the show. Welcome back to your Island of Misfit Toys. It's myself, it's Angel. We're going to get wicked tonight. It's going to be super awesome. We really appreciate, like I said before, your continued support. You allow me and Angel to have a really, really good time. I'm going to pre-curse this interview just to let you guys know, but I'm also going to bring it up a little bit later, of course. But we have Wicked tonight. We do have them on limited time as they are currently out on tour. So whenever you guys have the opportunities, don't be shy. We are live. Bust those questions, those comments, anything you want to say to them, anything you want to ask them, sling them in whenever you're ready, and we will always make sure that your answers, your questions are answered. So we're really, really stoked about it. But back on point, Wicked, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate your time, and welcome to the Metal Summit.
Yeah. We're so excited to be here. Thanks for having us, guys.
Thank you.
Absolute pleasure, 100%. Well, if you don't mind, for anybody who's watching us right now and is a little unfamiliar with your band, if you wouldn't mind just kind of going like left to right from the way that we're looking at you and introduce yourselves and what you do.
What's up? I'm Danny. I play bass in Wicked, and they also call me the band dad because I got to keep these guys in line.
I'm Chad Michael, lead singer, rhythm guitar player, like long walks on the beach. And I got LSD, lead singer disorder.
That's for sure. That's so funny. It's like an AA meeting.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, I'm Scotty V, lead guitar. I like the cheap bourbon and expensive guitar.
Cheaper women. I'm Gunner. I play the drums, and I am Master Roadie, I guess.
Yes. That's true. And he's a driver.
Yeah, driver. Too, yeah.
Oh, right on. That's awesome. Hell yeah, guys. Well, first and foremost, congratulations on the current tour that you've been doing, playing dates with Raven and Vicious Rumors. Oh, awesome, Angel. That's great. Thank you, man. Playing dates with Raven, Vicious Rumors. You mentioned off the air that you kind of finished up your first leg, and then you're about to hit like kind of the rest of the Midwest and then jump onto your East Coast leg. So how's the tour been going so far?
Dude, all I can say is like it's been crazy off the hook. Like we knew like going into this, like, you're going out with Raven. Those guys are lunatics, great guys, Vicious Rumors, talk about a metal band that just tears it up from the Bay Area. And Lotharo, our friends from Canada, I think they were just out with Hailstorm, and they're a super killer group and really cool people. I think it's so fun because like sometimes you get into these things and like you're hyped and you're ready to go, but you don't always get a good bunch of people that you get to interact with. All these bands are great company and really good at what they do. So we've been having a lot of fun. There's a lot of pranks going on. There's a lot of laughs. Everybody's had a moment to talk about and some really good memories. So we're super stoked and we're thankful for all the fans that have been coming out and seeing a one killer night of rock and roll and metal.
Absolutely, 100%. And also at the same time, while you're doing this amazing tour, a follow-up congratulations is in order for Sunburn, guys. You've got a new record out.
Yeah, thank you so much. We're so proud of it, man.
It's been kind of like a minute. Like we were excited to get this thing out. We finished Last American Rock Band, our first album that we released, and this thing was kind of like in process. So we've been super stoked to get it out, and finally it all came together with a nice tour to support it. And God, like how long were we in the studio, Scotty, on that?
That was like a whole summer, right?
Yeah, good 3 months.
4 months, yeah.
But it was cool because we did it right at our house.
We took our time. Yeah. It wasn't rushed at all. There was no studio time. It was here at our home. So it was just like
we had our producer and engineer, a good friend of ours, Nacho Molino. Guy's got like 10 Grammys, but he's super humble and unassuming, and we're super lucky because we connected with him out in Salem, Massachusetts. So his mother and our best friend David own an occult shop out there. And I dabble in the occult and some of those ceremonial magic practices. So like, all these years of kind of like going out there as like a second home in Salem, Mass, we've been friends with these people and they're like, oh yeah, my son is coming up from Panama and he's a producer engineer. And like the whole story just basically wrote itself after that. Our buddy Nacho moved up and, it was like 3 months in the summer. We cut the album and he's kind of moved in next to us pretty close. And like, we're just making music all the time now.
Yep.
That's so awesome. And for the record, that's where I'm from.
Get out of
You're
here.
from Salem?
Yep.
Oh, that is so
Yeah.
What the hell,
dude.
man? That's awesome.
I'm repping right now my Hermetic Arts shirt right off of Essex
Oh,
Street.
yeah, there you go.
No, that's awesome. No, and it's funny because look, I might as well just bring it up now because I was going to save it for the end of the interview, but since it came up right now, because I was looking over your guys' merch, because I've been familiar with you guys for a very long time. When you had the sponsorship where your guitars were S's,
Yeah.
Oh, you were that long?
all that stuff. So I've been familiar with you guys for a very long time, but I was going through your merch store about half an hour ago and saw that there was a Salem t-shirt. And I was like, I need this. I'm going to have to buy this. So I'll definitely order one of those. Actually, knowing me, I might even order more than one. But anyway, I saw that and I was like, "That's so awesome that they did a Salem shirt," because I'm incredibly like nostalgic. Like I care about Salem a very, very great deal. I have a pinup witch on a broomstick tattooed on my hand because I get homesick really easily and that's what I did to kind of put it there. But anyway, now knowing that your producers like in that area and Salem is very, very tied in with the band, knowing that now, but talk a little bit about like the show that you were doing based around that shirt, because it's like, Wicked on Washington Street. I know that whole area.
Yeah. It's every Halloween, for the last couple of years, we've been making it kind of a tradition.
We get together with our good friend David Newman, who runs the Hermetic Arts Center alongside with Maria, Nacho's mother, and so it's one night every year where we get to do a Black Sabbath tribute set as Noche del Diablo, which is one of the coolest things for us, to have like a friend in like a side like project where you get to just, one night out of the week go have fun, play your favorite songs, and then you're back as Wicked,
Yeah, we never do cover songs, rarely, and so like Chad said, it's a special moment, and we dress up differently and like get into the whole how it's always on like a Halloween weekend before or after or during, and it's cool. We made it kind of like a tradition, so we'll hope to continue that. And like what a time to be in Salem. I mean, we're there all the time, like a second home, but. Yeah. But it's pretty wild and crazy, so it's a good time.
That's awesome for sure. And before I kick it over to Angel for a little bit, is your interest in the occult or being Halloween fans, horror type things, does that play into the fact that Wicked is your band name? Did that play into your choice in titles?
So funny. That's a great question in the context because it didn't. Off like right at first. We were kind of like trying to like, pull out from like inside of us, like what we were all about. And we figured like, whether it's good or bad or whatever, like we're always so like ostentatious and like, into like very extreme ends of the spectrum of things. And so we were like, what a great word. It's a one word name. So that's where it really came from. But like, it was ironic later on when, we're growing up and I'm getting into this stuff and the boys are going with me to Salem and we're doing frickin', ceremonial magic classes and like, creating circles and summoning things. And it's like, okay, cool. Like how perfect is that? Right.
And it's funny too, especially like nowadays, and it's only going to get worse. Scoring a solid name is increasingly difficult.
It's hard,
like there are bands that come out with these great names. You're honestly yourself included, because it really is a great name. It's fast, it's to the point. Your logo can be recognized and whatnot. But to score a name that's got staying power or it's got simplicity to it with a certain amount of punch, like I said, it's only going to get worse from there. So that had to be kind of gratifying to be like, wait, holy shit, like this isn't attached to anything. How does nobody have this?
The only thing we ever get is like the like the play, and it's like, yeah. good call there.
So here's a funny.
We're responsible for the play, actually.
Yeah, we also own the play, so in case anybody wants to, send us any money for tickets, we'll hook you up.
Well, the funny thing about that is, that can play to your strengths to a certain degree anyway. In a land of hashtags and stuff like that to grab attention from anybody, because Angel and I are very fortunate when it came to that. This show originally being called the M3 Summit because we started it at the time of the M3 Music Festival in 2020, and then 3 episodes into our show, the blackout happened and the festival got canceled. So we and our other co-hosts you talked to our other various contacts about, and we basically broke out of that M3 format. So we kind of had to address the elephant in the room. Like, hey guys, do we want to rebrand? Because we're about 10 episodes in, and it's easier to do it as a weekly show after 10 episodes than after 50 when we've been on for a year. And we threw around names, and I pitched like the Metal Summit. Everybody liked it, and it worked. But the other thing too is, being a rock show, I wanted to take advantage of the letters TMS, as in that metal show.
Yeah.
Already very established. And I know Jim, Eddie, and Don. They're great. Love them. They've always been incredibly cordial.
Cool, yeah.
But being able to tie in, just a little something of what they established to benefit myself and Angel can't necessarily be a bad thing. So even something like yourselves, like when I put you guys made your announcement on our socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, those hashtags are all there, including, Wicked, which is obviously going to grab anybody who likes the Wizard of Oz play that might be watching that hashtag. So yeah, at that same time, doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. I just think it's kind of oh, they're Wizard of Oz fans. But Angel, let me kick it over to you, my friend, because I'm talking their ear off and I'm not shutting the fuck up. So I don't want to eat up all of your time as well, my friend. So Angel, it's all you, my guy.
Man, after all that time, damn, I only got 5 minutes. No,
I will make it 6 for you.
Well, we got 5 minutes. So I got a question, and man, this is pretty fucking interesting and fun. On your website, what is the Sunburn Bundle?
Oh, the Sunburn,
the package deal. And who came up with that idea? Because it's an awesome idea. And by the way, PayPal does a step. You can make 4 payments for $26.50.
Preach.
So we got a couple different bundles on there. The Sunburn one, I believe, is the regular Sunburn bundle that you're talking about. That's,
right, and then there's the Mega one, which is pretty fucking awesome.
So the regular one is if you want the album, the CD signed, as well as I believe it's
got the album shirt, right?
Yeah, you can pick one of the album shirts in whatever size you want, and I think that's that package.
We got kind of excited about, like, I'm glad you brought that up. How are we gonna, like, not just to financially benefit, like, of course that's a part of the business, but like, how do we make people feel a little bit closer to the album release and what it's all about and what it means to us and what we're doing here. And we always refer to it as albums and apparel because what we're doing is we're creating this like wicked culture, this experience within the Sunburn format. And like, it's so cool because we created these characters, these artwork characters for each of the singles and all this imagery that kind of all plays back into each other. You got the dude skeleton. You've got the robot girl from Gorgeous. What else we got?
Rat Fink
on New York Tough. And we've even got the chick from Lost in the Dark who's got the fiery eyes and the halo, with that duality. So it was pretty cool, like, and we're like, okay, cool. Like, now let's make it so that the fans and the people that we meet that want to get a little taste of what this is all about, they could kind of experience it and bring it back to their friends and family.
And what's cool about the bundle too is that, like, it's a better way for us to get more of our stuff to the fans.
with
that
shipping prices and stuff, and you
Yeah.
can even get a
There's
a discount
yeah.
on it.
so you're getting a discount, and it really, I mean, it does help us financially a little bit too, because you're pushing more gear out there. But also, it's even better because you want people wearing those shirts. You want people taking the CDs and the vinyl and sharing it with their friends and whatnot. If we can get more stuff out to you cheaper, it you know,
let the seed grow. Let's build this rock and roll community.
Yeah, because that's just freaking, like I said, awesome. Because I was like, it's pretty original. It's the first time that I've seen something called a bundle at that price. And again, with PayPal, you can make it in 4 monthly payments, so you don't got to come up with the $196 right now.
Right.
You can borrow $26.50, boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, family, anything like that, and pay it over a period of time.
$26.
Hey Jake, can I borrow $26 from you till Friday?
I can give you 25.
All right, cool. See, it's that easy.
Yep, there you go.
See, it only took me 1 second to borrow money from Jay.
I'll have it for you at the HorrorCon.
Thanks, buddy.
Jay, I need it too, by the way.
So, man, when you guys are out on the road, you mentioned about the pranks. What has been any fun stories about the pranks?
I got a really good first one. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of which one.
So I frequently have my 70s porn star glasses on all the time. And Corey from the Tharo, he's got what are they called? The Vipers or something like that?
Pit Vipers.
Pit Vipers.
Pit Vipers. And so
he wishes he was Randy Savage.
There you go. Yeah.
So the thing is, we put our glasses around every once in a while when we're setting gear up or whatever for sweating. So you put it down on a table. And I've been taking his glasses and taking a picture every time saying, dude, can't leave these alone. And then he started doing it back to me.
and then there's a running joke on tour because we're famous for like cutting our t-shirts, like the sleeves off, cropping them so that like you could see like our, studded belts and stuff like that. Or sometimes not even wearing shirts. And so like all the bands now are like, making jokes about like what parts of shirts are missing. And do we need some money so we can get a full shirt? And so now we're buying their merchandise just so we could cut it up, like crop it more and more and be like, yo, look what we did to your shirt. It looks so much better. So just some good fun. But I think the one that takes the cake is our crew that's driving us. We've got one guy. We refer to him as Thrabo. And he's really the one who's pranking us because he told us he was bringing these bags on the RV. God. And we're like, okay, look, I don't know what the bags are for, but there's only 2 rules on the RV. 1, don't use the bathroom. 2, don't use the bathroom, right? Like we're not using, we'll stop whenever we need to stop. And so he was joking about using these bags in case of an emergency. Well, the joke isn't too funny when he starts using the bags all the time and literally walking out of this RV bathroom like as if like he just like cleaned up his dog's poop and like tied up the dog bag. And he's like, oh, we're like, are you kidding me? Like
sets on the ground. Yeah, well, next stop we'll throw this out.
Hey,
like,
he
no,
only did it
we're
once
throwing it out now.
He did it once in front of us. We started doing it at nighttime, so we did see. But we all saw. Our eyes are open.
I can hear the ruffling in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's a raccoon in the RV bathroom. It's crazy.
Oh my God. Hey, Angel, what do you think? Should we let them crop some Metal Summit t-shirts?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, but before I just want to make one comment. When Jay made the announcement, okay, we got female comments because one of you guys was shirtless. So I'm like, okay, that's still
it was Danny.
It was Danny, yeah.
Right.
Take a step aside.
Yeah,
like no comments about looking forward to the show. The comments was about, oh, I'm gonna watch the show. I'm like, yeah, you're watching the show because the guy's shirtless.
Again, I have to like, it's my own little like protection where I was like, hey, I made that announcement poster off the Imperial knowledge that Chip gave me. Like when he's emailing me, that's like, hey, I got Danny locked in for you at 9. It's like, well, now I need to research photos. and that
Hey,
would just
whatever
work.
works.
Listen, I'm always on the phone with Chip. I'm like, hey, Chip, it's your boy Danny. I know I'm just the bass player, so you got to hook me up and give me some time in the limelight. And he's like, I got you. Tell Chad to just take a rest over here with his muscles and everything. And then look at Scott shows up, and he's got a friggin' see-through shirt for the ladies tonight. So
Hey, I mean, I'm pretty sure they were disappointed that no one was shirtless. So you got to do something at least.
Well, for what it's worth, Danny, this is the show for you, bro, because I'm a bass player. So,
yeah, there we go.
And honestly, this is actually a rhythm section show because Angel's a drummer.
Oh, yeah. You guys suck.
And I can see it now on Blabbermouth. Wicked announces the release of bass player and drummer.
There you go.
D&B, man, D&B.
Angel, let's jump to the board, brother. Let's clear some questions, my guy.
How long have you been together?
God, it's been like
How long have you two been together?
Too long.
No, we've been together for quite a bit. Danny and I started the band, 12 years ago?
Yeah, and that's iterations of like, damn, we need to find a guitar player.
Yeah, going through all the beginner phases of like being in a band, like just the idea of trying to find a drummer,
but
with the most difficult
speaking of
thing on the face of the
drummers-
planet.
Speaking of drummers, you might see some old pictures, and those are pictures of Gunnar before he grew up.
Yeah,
He had
it's
short
funny.
hair. He's kind of a short dude. He had a glow up. Some say.
Yeah, it's all true what they're saying. It's all true.
But it's been, to answer the question fairly, it's been about like 7 years of us four boys here in the room living together, writing music, playing music, and just doing the rock and roll thing that is Wicked. So
nice. For anybody,
Angel,
Angel, just give me 1 second on this one. For anybody that's curious, obviously you've got the new album Sunburn out currently, but is Last Living American Rock Band, is that still the same lineup?
Yes. So
I see what you do. See what you fucking do.
What did I do? So if you're like Jay out there and you really dig deep and you've been around, you'll probably know that there's been some like really limited, rare things that have come out in the past before Last American Rock Band. Those were kind of like, you see bands do like Japanese editions, things like that. Those were super rare, limited releases that we did really DIY early in our career. Hard to find. But like we always consider kind of the breaking point of like us really doing the Wicked project and like starting this brand new birth of it when Gunnar joined, and we released the Last American Rock Band. I think it was 2021 maybe, I don't know, something like that. The years fly by, and now Sunburn. So we've got so much more in the tank, an album behind this that we're hoping to release this year. And then even a few more that we need to get into the studio for. So it's like, sometimes it's a matter of not even having enough time, which is a good thing because we're out here having fun. So
absolutely. 100%. Right back to you, Angel. Thanks, bro.
Who would you like to collaborate with? Could be a producer, could be a musician.
Oh,
go to. I don't know if these guys are on same
Gunnar,
page
what
as me.
were you gonna say?
I said that's a good question. I gotta think about it for a second.
I think these guys are on the same page as me. I think Butch Walker, who was in the Marvels 3, he's also got a solo act, and then he was in South Gang in the 80s. He's a very, very talented producer and somebody that we respect a lot. And has a lot of talent. It'd be awesome to collaborate with them.
He comes out of Atlanta, and he's just, like Chad said, he was in, these great, acts and projects and stuff, really good musician himself, a lot of accolades for what he's done for producing other people. But I think at the end of the day, he's like somebody who, at least from what we've seen, is really like down to earth and like kind of like in a way got a lot of similarities to us and how we joke and how we hang out. We don't take ourselves too seriously, but we are very dead serious about what we're doing and how excited we are about it. And he could get a little rowdy. So I think that would be cool one day to collaborate with Butch. So
Gun,
who knows?
Did you come up with anything, Gun, or what?
Yeah, I like that. That trumped anything I said. So.
All right, I'm just
Everything I was
you
thinking.
got a lot of people that you respect, so yeah.
It's good though, but he is a good producer. I like him a lot. I think it'd be awesome to work with him.
When did you realize? Was it an album? Was it a musician that made you realize that this is what you want to do?
That's a question for each of us.
Yeah, if we could take each of it. So for me, it was, I think I was in some elementary school or something, like when I was really young, and we had to do like a project for like a music class, and I had been toying around with like playing the saxophone and stuff like that. Which, by the way, I need to learn that again because back when you're a kid, you're like, oh, I don't want to practice this instrument. I'm in band. It's not cool. That is the coolest freaking instrument ever. That is sexy as hell. We talked about the Lost Boys, right? So, yeah, I did a project on AC/DC, and playing hockey and stuff. You'd always hear like Metallica and Motley Crue and this and that. But like when I saw Angus Young just doing his thing, and all of that imagery that they built into all their records and vinyl and everything like that and videos, my soul was sold to the devil. I was done with from there. It was no turning back. So,
yeah, I'd like to tag on to that. I think for me, it was more, my older brother being like, kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel, like for what good music is, and following in his footsteps, taking his guitar when he wasn't around, and like trying to like make any like kind of cool sound on it, and then breaking all the strings, putting it back in the case like nothing happened. But yeah, and then obviously like you start getting older and you start listening to singers like the Sebastian Bachs, or like even going back to the 70s, like Phil Lynott, like those guys who have a certain particular like way about their presence, like Bowie. And that's kind of like what really wanted me to like hit the stage as a lead singer.
For me, kind of similar to that, my father was a big influence on my music tastes, and I used to steal his CDs all the time. And the first time I realized that it's just rock and roll forever was I stole Just Push Play by Aerosmith from the car. I just grabbed it, and I'm like, oh, this looks cool. I like the robot chick on the front. And threw it in my CD player. Or no, it was actually so long ago. It was a Walkman. It was one of those things. I was in the car, just in the back on like a trip or something, listening to it, and I was like, it was so much like power pop, hard rock. And this is a later Aerosmith album. And then I started stealing the other ones and going back to like Toys in the Attic and Wings and stuff. And it just blew my mind. So for the first year of listening to really music in general, I only listened to Aerosmith for a whole year, and then Alien, Guns N' Roses, and it just skyrocketed from there.
Yeah, and again, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Angel. Let's answer. I know where you're going. Let's let Gunnar get in real quick.
Oh, thank you. Somebody appreciates it.
Rhythm section, baby. Rhythm section.
I love how I just hushed my own drummer for another drummer.
Well, for me, my dad was always in band growing up too, and I ended up joining his band. And growing up, like the theatrical, like Alice Cooper, like the Twisted Sister, all that stuff was a big influence on me. And then as I got older, different from these guys, I got into really heavy stuff. So I think it ends up blending nice to
throw it in the wicked pot.
Yeah, with my style of drumming, it kind of pushed everything a little bit, So, yes, sir. Andrew, you can go ahead now, bud.
And I was going to say that we got 30 seconds left, so just want Jay to wrap it up.
We're having fun.
Yeah, we're having fun. I mean,
I've got a little bit of drink to drink here.
Yeah, he's good to go. So
yeah, I mean, if you guys are good, because not only do we want to do right by you, we also want to do right by Chip.
Let's do it.
And the people watching too. So we want to make sure that we answer the questions and
cool.
Keep going.
Awesome. We always like to just make sure that there's not like an interview following us, that now we're cutting into.
Good tonight, yep.
Cool. Awesome. Well, no, totally. We'll keep everything on track though. We'll still be respectful, of course, of everybody's time. But yeah, Angel, take it away for a little bit more, my man.
Okay, this is a drummer's question.
Right.
Me being a drummer. What's your favorite record to play drums to?
Whoa, that's so freaking. That's a good ass
And
question.
he does
there.
that a lot too.
Yeah. I go down and play a lot. We're taking a nap here, guys.
I mean, I used to love Nick Mensa on the Euthanasia album from Megadeth.
Okay,
That was my favorite to play along to. So, what's your favorite?
Rust in Peace was always fun to play when I was a kid, but honestly, the first record that I played through and through was Painkiller by Judas Priest. I learned every song on that record.
Jesus Christ.
Now, the intro, did you ever have trouble with the intro like
When
I
I
did?
Starting, yeah, but my dad gave me that Scott Travis VHS tape, so I watched that.
Yeah.
He wasn't in Priest at the time, but he showed what he did with his double bass. And I was like, okay, that's interesting enough,
So,
And I also like Tommy Aldridge too, so Bark at the Moon I liked a lot too because he played on that, for Mozzie.
Nice.
Yeah.
I always had trouble with the intro for Painkiller because I always tried to really emulate it beat by beat, but it took me a while to
not
do that.
continuous double bass. You break it up every time you hit the snare, so it's almost
Right.
it kind of feels like a triplet, but it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mean that's like an awesome intro. I mean, we had a couple of them back in the early '90s.
Yeah.
No, that's actually pretty cool that you bring up like Bark in the Moon because Angel and I had Michael on last week from a band called Escape the Hive, and he sang for Jakey Lee
Oh, really?
for a while. And when he was he had a short tenure in Jakey's Red Dragon Cartel band.
Oh,
yeah.
And I asked him, I was like, okay, I get to put you on the spot now. Are you a Bark at the Moon guy? Are you an Ultimate Sin guy? And I told him straight up, I was like, I'm an Ultimate Sin guy personally. I love Bark at the Moon, but the songs like Shot in the Dark and Ultimate Sin, like when it came to Jake's particular writing, really resonated with me more. But Michael was a Bark at the Moon guy.
There you go.
really? The production on that album, that person's got to get put down or something. It was terrible. It's terrible. I don't know if you know, Tommy
Is that
always.
a joke? Is that a part?
Tommy Aldridge said that when he was recording that record, at the end of it, the producer cut the one bass drum out,
A dark
so all the
joke.
double bass parts don't sound correct. It's all the right kick drum. He took it out, and the mastering is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pissed Gunner off. Now. He's all
See,
upset.
Tommy all over the table right now. He's gonna come at you guys.
Tommy Aldridge.
It's crazy because it's true, but it's very similar to Metallica's Injustice for All, where there is bass on that album. The problem is it's paired with Hetfield's playing,
Right.
so you can't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't hear anything on Bark the Moon. You can't hear. You can only hear Ozzy. Talk.
No, man, for sure. Hey, Bobby Dreyer just sent us a comment. Angel, pull that up. So, Wicked, Bobby is one of our former co-hosts, actually. He had some stuff come up. That, he's an amazing photographer, but he had other projects that he was concentrating on. So he recently took his leave from the show. But Bobby Dreyer's our homeboy.
And Bobby, if you want to pop on, I can send you the link. If you want to do the Metal Summit reunion.
That is so funny. I was just doing an interview and that came up about the old white outfits. That's cool. People don't dig into that enough, I think. But it is a cool story. So we when we started off, like we just wanted to, like I said, be as like extreme as possible. And I think that an important thing to note, at least in my perspective and my opinion, is the way I view rock and roll is that rock and roll is like, there's a bit of maybe a punk aspect to what I'm about to say, but it's about rebellion. It's about freedom. It's about not following the mold. And so normally people think about that and say like, okay, well, I'm doing all those things if I'm rock and roll. Well, what happens when all of a sudden everybody in rock and roll is dressing like Motley Crue?
Right.
You're just a bunch of robots.
Yeah.
It's like just weird. Like, so when we started, it was almost our anti-culture to say, fuck you. This is our rock and roll statement. You're all in black and you're all doing this. We're going to fucking have blonde hair, fucking white leather, platform boots, hair to the sky. Like, and we're going to really make you say what's going on there. Talk shit if you will, but like, we're going to have fun with it. And so that's really where it all started. But in the same theme, we do whatever we want to do.
Yeah.
I love that.
This guy is funny.
Not on camera, brother.
But but it's true, right? Like, and you want to be entertained and you want to have a good time.
Not for free. That's on Gunnar's OF.
Check the OnlyFans in the bio.
Hey, that's an idea. I mean, you got to make money.
Yeah.
I'd do OnlyFans if I could make money. Fucking hey.
I was fucking Uber.
I do Uber.
Well, yeah,
My page would be called Only Funerals.
Yeah.
No, like, so Danny, a question for just kind of for you and Chad as starting starting things off. I love the fact that you guys were that kind of anti, like, you know, fuck you guys. Like, look, it's all about dark and black and whatever. We're going to go white, blonde, and big. I mean, very, very like Nitro, like very like Jim Gillette Nitro. And I'm a big Nitro guy. Like Michelangelo Badio is my favorite guitar player, bar none. And I love what he's doing with Man of War right now. Anyway, if anybody who is familiar with you back then, even casually, simply from old pictures versus what you're doing now, obviously your stage attire has morphed a little bit and it does change up now from like show to show, tour to tour, and stuff like that. Since you guys started off with such an emphatic statement, did you find that you maybe pigeonholed yourself to break out of that? Or was it easy for you to wear different attire?
No, I think that's a very intuitive question. I'll let Scotty jump in here too, but we started to become very business minded too, as well as what I said before, like sticking to the roots of why we're doing this, and that's to have that anti-culture feel, which also played into changing it up again, because what happens is, right? Tell them what happens is you got people saying, okay, do this. And so you start doing something, and then somebody's like, well, we'll do this more this way or more.
It all started off as a statement to say, fuck you, we're going to wear white because you're wearing black. But then people are like, well, now you have to wear white. And so it kind of
just keep telling us what to do, and we're just going to do the opposite, because like, not because we're like trying to be brats, but like, you know, this is our project. If you like it, good on you. And that's a benefit to us.
We have to like it.
But otherwise, like, we just want to have fun with it and do like the best version of like what we feel is authentic. And so like, you never know what's going to happen with Wicked.
Yeah,
tomorrow it could be something totally different.
I was just going to add, like, this is going to be a band that is not going to ever be that same thing. You know, you're not going to get the same album next time that you got this time. You're not going to get the same outfits next tour that you got this time. We're always going to be evolving.
Look at David Bowie. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, perfect example.
The second thing I got to say is the funeral of us will be the day that we become a copy of somebody else. That'll never happen. So we'll keep reinventing ourselves for sure, because there will be a lot of posers trying to be us.
Absolutely, for sure. Angel, let's throw it back up to you, bud.
No, just saying, you know, you're talking about David Bowie. He did that movie, Labyrinth.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes. Awesome movie. I actually met somebody that gave me this DVD, and it's actually awesome. So she gave me this DVD, and I was actually Ubering, and she gave me this DVD for me to check out. It's a shame that I never seen this movie, so she shamed me into it, but it's an awesome movie with David Bowie, worth checking out.
Yeah, now.
What's your favorite song, Scott, from that?
I like Underground intro song is awesome. But I like Within You, the very last song, a lot too.
That's a great movie, man.
So funny story on the Labyrinth and David Bowie. Actually, I lied about the Aerosmith thing. That was my first love of music was David Bowie before. But that was when I was really little. It wasn't even so much about the music; it was about the whole thing.
Did you know about him as like an
No,
artist?
I just knew the movie Labyrinth. I'm like a little kid,
that makes
so
sense.
I'm talking about going like second day of like first grade or something like that, and I'm in my mom's makeup, putting glitter all over my face and stuff. This is like the night before I'm supposed to be going to bed, and then I can't get the glitter off, and I don't have long hair at this point. I'm just like a normal boy, and so I'm all freaking out. I'm like,
and then he became a David Bowie boy.
Mom, I can't get the glitter off.
Dude, that's crazy cool.
So and then all of a sudden, fast forward, and we find Scotty on this website called Glam Nation, kind of like a MySpace thing, and he is just the most androgynous, beautiful-looking like serpent of a man. And we're like, I don't know if that guy could play guitar, but he's got to be in the band. He looks so cool. Like, what's up, Matt?
Love the new record. Thank you, brother.
Should be the song of the summer. I'm thrilled.
I know you love Steel.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, Sunburn is the it's the
Summer anthem.
Summer anthem.
Yeah.
It's a staple for this summer. So share it with everybody. Play on the beat.
Oh, and if you guys haven't seen a Wicked show, getting back to the tour and whatnot,
Yeah, absolutely.
probably coming close to your town or through your town. Matt just mentioned about Seal with a Kiss. If you go to see a Wicked show, it's all about like community and interaction, and bringing people together and that entertainment factor. Gunnar mentioned Alice Cooper, Twisted Sister, different things like that are influences. Seal with a Kiss is a cool song. We always get like the ladies to come up, and like one of them ends up getting picked and is lucky enough to give Chad a kiss. But there's more than that. We do crazy shit, and every night is different. Maybe we change up the set list, the clothes a little bit, what our antics are. So it's almost like you don't know what to expect.
We get bored,
and we don't want you to get bored. So come out, have fun, and every day is a new Wicked show. Those bitches.
So, Matt, so here,
tour the Philly area. Matt, we will be in the Philly area hopefully very soon. Probably like within the next few months, going into like the fall with the next album.
Yeah.
So
Matt, come down to Baltimore, dude. They're playing in 2 weeks.
dude, come on, brother. You gotta be there.
Listen,
Come
Matt,
down to Jersey.
Put your little
Sayreville,
hand
New Jersey.
car wheel and drive it down to Baltimore like this.
Exactly. So here's something about like also for the tour, because also when it comes to tours and the bands that are playing on tours and times as they continue to evolve and stuff like that, for fans that come to a Wicked show, are you guys accessible? Do you do a meet and greet? And even if you do, are you accessible after your set? Like people that maybe just couldn't do the meet and greet, would they still be able to meet you if they really wanted to meet you?
Yeah, we really don't do the meet and greet part. We come
Right.
off after the show and we hang out with everybody.
Right now we've built and get it now while it lasts, but right now we've built kind of like our foundation on the fact that we're like people's people, right? Like we're there to like I said, build a community. So whether it be us on stage getting the crowd to interact with each other, I love looking out to the crowd and seeing like a goth fan standing next to somebody in business attire with a suit and tie, and then a punk rocker next to them with a Death Hawk or something. And like everybody's just coming together and saying, you know what? Life could be shitty on a day-to-day basis, but this is my hour to get away from all of that. And you know what? I'm going to look next to me and I'm going to say, hey, what's up, man? I'm Dan. Let's fucking rock out tonight. And so we carry that into the after show, beforehand, whatever. Like it's all about us all coming together and creating a scene. Because guess what? If rock and roll doesn't get a clue sooner than later, there will be no rock and roll, because because people don't understand. They've lost the concept of supporting each other and supporting the heart of what it's all about, which is an escape. It's about
Yes.
having fun and coming together. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter who you are. It's about letting all that go and having a good time. And it doesn't matter what type of rock and roll it is. It could be metal. It could be goth, punk. It doesn't matter. Listen, don't get your panties in a bunch. Just go and have a good time. If a musician is good and they're entertaining you, go and grab a drink with your buddy.
Yes.
You don't know they're your new buddy and have a good fucking time.
Yeah,
That's
Bob.
what it's about.
Yeah, Bob.
Exactly.
Bobby.
Yes. Absolutely, 100% for sure. Angel, let's kick it back up to you. But also, fans, we're doing great. Wicked's giving us some extra time, so we're going to rock out with them for a little while longer. But it is going to be last call for alcohol, fans. Any final questions, comments, anything that you want to say to the guys, anything you want to know, anything you just want to say to them because you're fans, now's the time to do it. Angel and I always clear the board. Today will be no different, but it is last call for alcohol, fans. Get your comments and your questions in now, so that way we can read them off to the guys. Go ahead, Angel.
Man, just want to, thank you for making that comment. Rock and roll is supposed to be fucking fun. The reason why I love Motley Crue is because they were fun. Now, some guy from Hootie and the Blowfish, by the way, fuck you, Hootie and the Blowfish, for making this comment, said that, oh, we're just four regular guys. Fuck you. I like rock stars.
So funny.
I like rock stars that are larger than life. That are not my. Look, I don't like rock stars that are like my next door neighbors. Like Jay sleeps upside down. We all know that. He's got caskets and all that stuff. That's fun to me. That's entertaining. But to have four regular guys, I'm like, no wonder why you guys are not selling records anymore. Fuck you, Hootie and the Blowfish. Sorry, I have to say that, but you want to be four regular guys? That's fine. Be regular.
With doing like the white leather and large boots. And all that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
All that is fun.
Yes. So.
Like your website spells fun. I was on your website. You guys got it all. You guys got chicks, merchandise, music. It spells fun. Dude, I like that. You guys don't look like my next door neighbors at all. You guys look like four rock stars. I love that. Look like rock stars.
Maybe that's the secret sauce to how we've been able to live together for 7 years is we're having too much fun. It never ends.
No, actually, that's how you stay looking younger.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Look at Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger is still fucking and rocking and rolling. He's fucking 80.
I think it's partly fun, partly blood transfusions, but
Working your ass off.
Yeah, he also works out like a freaking maniac.
You're not that old, Bobby.
I'm old.
Bobby's 21. He's just kidding about being old. He's 21.
Yeah, Bobby's something else.
Yeah, he's watching the episode.
I don't even know the guy.
No, absolutely for sure. When it comes to the actual show itself, you guys talked about changing up attire, changing up songs. Any band can do that, but what is it for you, for your chemistry that keeps the show fun and flirty and yourselves driven?
Bobby?
There he is.
The man, the legend.
Wait, what? Hey, listen, Bobby, keep it above.
What? I brought some friends with me.
Oh, my God. Listen, Bobby, keep it above the waist, dude.
No, get him off the fucking.
Oh my God, Wicked's here. Wait, I brought my poppers.
Yo, what?
Oh my God.
Come
dude.
on, Angel, like you haven't done them.
That is so true, Bobby. You had to. You just had to just mention that. Yeah.
And I'm even drinking the gayest cocktail. I'm drinking a sparkling margarita.
Ooh.
It's like my last friend. It's Jose in a can.
See if you find a worm at the bottom of it.
This is Bobby, I'm wicked.
So Jay, how do we keep it fresh? How do we keep it fresh and flirty?
Like for you guys.
Well, for us, it's always about like making it not a job, right? Like at the end of the day, sometimes there is that job aspect, but like when we do anything, it's always about enjoying the moment. and finding, like, even if something goes wrong, right? Your RV tire blows, or like you're on stage and the monitors suck, or Bobby's in the crowd waving freaking dildos at you. You find a way to laugh about it. You find a way to laugh about it.
Bobby, the fact that you had that thing on standby is amazing.
Look, I'm a unicorn. No, I'm not.
What fucking part of West Virginia you come out of?
Look, you can use them as slides.
Yeah, that's true. Scott, you should get one of those.
Angel, dude, it's like old times, man. We have derailed.
Holy fuck, man. That's crazy.
Funny, man.
I'm pretty sure Wicked's like, do we really want to come back on?
I can't really say that, to be honest. No disrespect to Wicked, but they brought it up.
That's true.
I'm not the one who wore the fucking white leather.
Right.
Fair point, Jay. And just so you guys know, we hang out with our buddies from Tampa on their Voodoo Chef podcast, and it gets really weird sometimes. So, Bobby, if you ever want to join that podcast too, bring your dildos, man. It'll be a great time.
Wait, you know what's great to play a dildo with? Wait,
You have Gunner aneurysm here.
Where'd you fucking find
Gunner's
this guy?
stressed out.
This is gonna be.
so when you bring your Ted Nugent guitar out and you bring a dildo,
I don't think I knew you would approve. I don't think you would.
Sure?
That's right.
well, look, it could be a little bit of wang. Look, how can you play wang dang sweet poontang without this?
Listen,
Why is it
Bobby.
so wobbly?
Bobby,
It's fucking.
Bobby, I'm gonna give you this. Bobby, you're gonna have to calm the fuck down for 1 second. I'm gonna talk to you like the Chick-fil-A guy talking to me. Calm the fuck down.
Chip's never gonna work with me again.
Ah.
You're gonna enjoy. So one Christmas, Christmas is always about being together, not about gifts. But we always give each other one thing. One
Herpes? No.
a strap on, okay? And I just want to let you know that since that Christmas, that strap on has disappeared.
It's missing.
It is missing in action.
Oh.
Forever. It's gone forever.
Well, is it?
You fill out the blanks.
That's wild, man.
You know what? You guys gave me a good idea for merch. Booty shorts, Wicked booty shorts.
Yeah.
The booty short package.
Holy shit.
Exactly.
Bobby's booty short
I
package.
would definitely do Wicked condoms. You know,
Smart
Yeah,
market to get into. You're right. Thank you.
what about Wicked lube?
Where are you getting this? Like directly behind you.
It's right. It's in my studio. Look, I use it when I do slide.
Yeah, that's true. It makes sense.
On the guitar?
It's like what we talked about earlier. Like when you land the right name, then it
just works with it all. Yeah.
just works for everything, for sure.
It's part of the name Wicked.
Nice.
They're so floppy you can't even stand them up, dude. What do you do with those?
Gunner
I
likes
gotta get the black one.
Yeah, we'll have to save the sword fighting for later.
Yeah. Save that for Raven. Oh, wait.
For Raven, exactly.
I heard they redid the what was that album?
Oh, the All for One.
The All for One cover with the swords, the three
know.
swords, right? I heard they redid it with a bunch of dildos with people. Where were they? Nebraska?
I think in Nebraska.
They were in
I have
Nebraska.
the picture.
So, Bobby, you might be from Nebraska. Not sure, but
No. So Sunday I gotta go shoot. Speaking of dildos, I'm with the Metal God. So yeah, I'll probably
Rob,
bring it for, I'm gonna ask him to sign one.
Nice.
You're going to ask Rob Halford to sign it?
that's good. Let us know how that goes.
Yeah.
Yes, we got to know how that goes.
Rob would sign it for me.
For
Of
sure.
course you would. Absolutely. So guys, I just got a question for you. It's for anybody coming to shows that's down for merch, but this one specifically, frankly, is for me. Do you guys currently on your tour run for merch, Do you have any of your Halloween like Salem shirts, or is that currently just on your site?
No. We run this band, as you may know, very DIY. And without getting into that too deep, we want to, again, a part of that counterculture. We want to challenge ourselves to go against, big business, the industry that tries to, suck the blood out of people like a vampire.
Yeah, there you go.
And the more we could do it DIY and control our path, the better for rock and roll and the better for us. So like, yes, we have all of our merch out with us. If you're ordering offline, we're managing that as well. We basically do all aspects of the business and the band, because you gain a real appreciation for what it takes to do it. And that makes those fun moments even more fun as well. So if you guys are looking for something, we've got all of it out on the road with us. We've got a lot of cool stuff. We've got shirts for all the singles, the Salem shirts, some old school shirts that are very limited right now. They're about to go out of stock and won't be reprinted. And then tour shirts, with the back with all the dates on them and everything. So it's pretty cool. And we're having a blast with it. Vinyl, CDs, pins, stickers. So just come out, be a part of the rock and roll community, and don't miss a really good time, because right now, I'm telling you, this tour is on fire, and we can't wait to come to Baltimore. It's gonna be off the hook.
Yeah, but no, that's awesome. Like the idea. What's up, babe? Okay. No problem.
And this Saturday, you guys going to be in Toronto.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Our next date is Toronto. We're actually, right before we got on the call with you guys, we were hustling because we're like, damn, we're going to another country. Like, we got to get all of our export paperwork together to be able to do all that stuff. So, like I said, there's a lot of hustle and there's a lot of hard work that goes into it behind the scenes. But that's really what makes us have so much fun when we're able to get up there and just, Bobby, this is for you, explode with energy.
Yes.
Yes.
So where you play, Queer as Folk was shot not in Pittsburgh. It was shot in Toronto. So where are you going?
Well, thorough. You heard it here.
I'm screen recording.
It's like the biggest, gayest city too. So I would definitely let you guys wear your white.
Maybe we'll bring it back for one show with all.
You gotta do that. Look, if Angel can do it, why can't you? Not this Angel, but I meant the other.
Angel doesn't really like us for that, by the way.
Yeah.
Angel, are you gonna dress up with us?
Shoot, I got the leather pants, dude. You guys are coming down to Sayreville April 25th. So
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Look, for M3, I'm wearing assless chaps to your show.
Bring it. Let's go.
Let's go.
they're coming
for it.
April 25th.
Bring
Bobby.
you up on stage for Seal with a Kiss.
We'll let someone kiss your ass.
I only own black. So Danny, when you were talking about like the goth guy next to like the guy in a suit, I was like, yeah, that's me. Like I only own black. Like that's
awesome,
just
man.
what you're gonna get. So in Baltimore, that's what you're gonna see.
So look, we got the tour dates: April 20th, Toronto; April 21st, Rochester, New York; then April 25th, my neighborhood, Starland Ballroom in Sayreville, New Jersey. Bobby, get your ass down there. April 26th, Providence, Rhode Island. So don't miss it.
It's gonna be
April 29th, Baltimore, Maryland.
Yes.
Yeah, aren't they? Yeah, they're doing the pre-party, right?
Not the pre-party. It's a place called Metro Gallery, which is like it's a former art gallery that they turned into a concert venue. It's a small, intimate type club, but it's a good time.
It looks really, really cool too. I was taking a look at it. Weeks ago. It's like I'm really excited to get down to the Metro.
It's gonna be really tight there. So get in there with your assless chaps and let's rock out.
Let's get tight.
Great.
Absolutely, 100%
Rock out
for
with
sure.
your out.
If you don't show up, you'll be pissed. If you don't show up.
There you go.
Oh, fucking believable.
Wicked, as we go around one final time before we cut you guys loose, because honestly, we can't thank you guys enough for spotting myself and Angel another half an hour and having Bobby join us as well. When you currently look back at it, and I know Danny Chad is probably aimed a little bit at you guys, but when you look at Wicked then, what did you learn that morphed into Wicked now?
Well, number one, we got pretty taken advantage of, not in the sexual way, Bobby, but
Damn it.
but we were kids, right? And we wanted to be rock stars, and that was good, and that's still good.
The story.
But we really learned, that this is more, if we want to do this thing for the long term, this is more than just going out and having a party every night. That's a part of it. But
and it's not just going to be handed to you by some magical record guy or some manager.
Yeah. So
do it yourself.
So that brought us to the DIY thing and needing to put ourselves in the position to do the hard work, everything, whether it's accounting, whether it's art design, shipping, etc. Driving. If you can't put yourself in that position and really do the grind and the hustle, you won't have a full appreciation for it, and you won't know all of those aspects, and you'll be susceptible to these shortcomings. So that was the big thing for us, and I think we're a little bit of different people because of it, which is a great thing, and we're super excited to be in the position that we are together, and ready to just keep bringing everybody some really cool rock and roll. Like I said, Sunburn is in the end. We have another album that 90% done. We're hoping to have it out by the end of the year, and just keep the pedal to the metal, bringing content, music videos, artwork, singles, albums, tours, merch, you name it. We're not stopping, and we're not taking a 2-year break or anything like that, like bands used to do. We're going to be present here with you guys. The party is going to continue. So come on out. Join us. And like I said, it's always different every time we're out there with you guys. So don't miss a single second.
And Matt Porter, I saw he mentioned, I don't know what's going on with all the effects here. Matt Porter did mention, he said he appreciated all the videos, kind of like walking us through, the tour, the behind the scenes and whatnot. There's much more to come, Matt. I really love that you appreciate that kind of stuff.
Yeah, check it out. Follow us in our journeys on the tour.
It's exciting, man. I mean, you get a little bit of a very quick 2-minute thing that kind of walks you through our day.
And if you want to sink your teeth into more, we've started this short series on YouTube, which we'll see where that blossoms to, but maybe somewhere different in the future. But it's called the Rock and Roll Circus Show. And if you want to know what it's like to be around the four of us behind the veil, on the normal day-to-day, whether we're on the road or living with each other, there's not a lot of dildos. Sorry, Bobby.
Damn it.
I was literally going to say, I was like, do you really want to give Bobby the opportunity to be behind anything?
I'm ready to be behind.
Oh my God.
That show's cool, and we're always doing new creative ways of bringing people into our world. So
absolutely, for sure. Angel, go ahead, brother, as we do our finals.
Go ahead, Angel.
Just want to.
Bobby's all ears.
Just want to.
The Minotaur.
Just seriously.
You can't make this up, man.
No. Just want to say, looking forward to
No,
seeing you guys
Angel,
next
don't choke. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. While Angel's collecting himself, I'll give you guys my final question. I'm just kind of curious. I touched on it earlier in the interview, and I'm just kind of casually curious. And I'm even a little more curious now when you mentioned about being kind of taken advantage of when you guys were like a younger band. What's the story on the endorsement you had with that guitar company where the guitars were like S's? Are you still with them? Are you still working with them? Or are they possibly a sad story from what you were saying earlier?
No, it was just like a quick thing. This real nice guy made these guitars for me. Can't remember what Holzer. I can't remember where he was out of or anything, but I think he's probably still doing it or whatever. But
you just check him out. I mean, if anybody's interested, check him out. He's super nice guy. Scotty's had a couple of different comings and goings with car guitars.
Tim Carroll, who does a lot of guitars for he's done stuff for
Lita Ford
now,
Biters,
Biters,
Right on.
Gabs,
yeah. But
no, for sure. And
is that Jim Carroll?
Yeah.
No, absolutely. And before we kick it to Angel to clear the board and a final question from himself, why don't you guys let the fans know and also plug any sponsors that you guys do have that you want to put out there as well?
Absolutely. Gunner, hit it away. Let me.
Oh yeah, I have a drumstick.
Oh yeah. Hold on, I forgot what my name is.
Listen, I've been with the drumstick company for so long. They're awesome to me. It's London Drumstick Company. It's been 3-4 years now. I've been with them.
Yeah, they've been supporting Gunner for quite a bit, and we really appreciate them. And Thump Drums as well.
Yeah, Thump Drums, yeah.
They've been really good to us. Good to Gunner.
Yeah. I don't give a shit about
if they could do some, guitars and maybe some microphone stands or whatever.
Nobody gives a shit about guitars. So.
I want to personally thank Gibson Guitars.
For not sponsoring us.
No. They've been great to us, and thank you for all of the wonderful instruments. We just stopped at the Gibson Garage in Nashville, rolled out the red carpet for us, so it was super cool, and we'll keep playing Gibson guitars forever and ever. I love that one. And if you want to check out more on the band, wickedrockandrollofficial.com or
definitely let everybody know where you can be found 100%.
Yep, it's right below.
Boom.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys. We appreciate that. Yep, all socials, Wicked Rock and Roll. Go follow it. Stream all the the music videos, the music. It's all up there. More music to come.
And listen, help us find the missing strap-on, right?
Yes.
Where did it go? What do you think?
Hey, free meet and greet if you find the missing strap-on.
Absolutely, for sure. Angel, is there anything final from the Metal Summoners, brother, or any final questions from yourself?
Any chance of fans in the UK or outside of the US seeing the band live?
Absolutely. We were supposed to go out in 2020. Not much more to say there. But we will be planning something in the very near future. So we're super excited. We've got a lot of exciting and great fans all around the world, whether it be in Europe, the UK, Japan, South America. We can't get to you fast enough. So we're just, like I said, pedals to the metal. So before you know it, a lot of exciting news to come.
Hey. Oh, you know what? A world tour, that's going to be a party. That's the best way to put it.
Oh, dude, yes, it will be.
Yeah. Especially Japan, the bullet train.
Right. Hear that, Bobby? Yeah. Bullet train.
Bullet.
It's real funny. Before we started this interview, I was like, "Oh man, I don't know if I can say fuck or not." And then Bobby comes in here swinging fucking dildos around.
Of course.
Okay.
Absolutely, 100%. But for sure, honestly, Wicked, we can't
mark a couple of these. Look, if you did them, you could everybody's member, and then you autograph them.
That's actually a really good idea, Bobby. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah, go to wicked.com and then you'll find them there.
There you go.
I mean, it says it right there on his screen. I mean, Bobby's wicked hard. So
I'm wicked hard.
That's just kind of the way it is. But Metal Summoners, we're gonna call it on that. We can't thank Wicked enough for extending their interview with us, having a great time with us. And here's the bottom line: make sure that you guys are supporting these guys. Follow their socials, find out where they're going, what they're doing. Because the bottom line is, we don't get live music. We don't get new music without them, and that comes from you guys as well. It doesn't take a lot. If you can't get a CD, if you can't get a t-shirt, that's okay. A like, a share, a follow. All of that stuff is free. Anything that keeps Wicked in the public eye on people's frontal lobe, that will benefit the band. I know it doesn't sound like it's anything, but it really is a thing. But if you're able to get a CD, a t-shirt, a little thing of guitar picks, or a sticker, trust me, it definitely adds up. So make sure you're following Wicked on all of their socials, Instagram, their Facebooks, their personal website, wickedrockandrollofficial.com. You can also follow Bobby at bobbydreyer.com, all of his amazing photography and all the stuff that he's going to be doing. You can reach out to Angel if you need him at angelalamo@gmail, but you can also find him at angelalamo78 on Instagram as well as Facebook. And you can actually find me at salem.vampire on Instagram as well. That's the easiest way to contact me as well. And I'm kicking it around on Facebook as well. But we really, really appreciate you guys. Fans, you guys allow this show to continue. You're the ones that allow myself, Angel, to do these amazing interviews. You allow Bobby to go out there and shoot these great shots. So make sure that you're following everybody collectively. But the bottom line is, this episode is about Wicked. So make sure that you guys are supporting them in everything they're doing, and get out there to see them with Raven and with Vicious Rumors. And we will definitely have them back out on the show, because like I said, guys, the bottom line is, the thing that's most important to myself and Angel, and of course to Bobby as well, is that you guys had a good time, that you felt respected, you enjoyed yourselves, and that you liked the questions you were asked.
Hell yeah, dude.
We had a blast, man. Thank you guys so much for having us.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Right.
You're excited.
Absolutely our pleasure.
Love
Can't
you
wait
guys.
to take care. Love you, Bobby. You have a great one, man. Have a great time with Rob.
Sayreville, New Jersey, Rochester, Toronto. Get your ass
You
down
guys
to see Wicked.
Absolutely. Let's pack Baltimore as well. Get out to the Metro
Baltimore as
Gallery.
well. Yeah.
Guys, I can't wait to see you guys. We'll talk a little bit. We'll talk some horror movies and stuff like that, but we'll have a good time. But Wicked, bottom line is, thank you for your time. Thank you for the extended time, and we look forward to having you guys back. We would love to have you back.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.
Best of luck, guys. Take care. We'll see you soon.
See you next week.
We love you, Metal Summoners. Make sure that you're following us on our Facebook and our YouTube pages in particular. That's where the show is simulcast. That's where you're able to see these interviews live. You can follow us on Instagram, of course, and Facebook as well for the show announcements. And you can also follow me on TikTok at salem.vampire, or on the Metal Summit TikTok, where I put out the announcements of who we've got for the show every week. So take care. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Rock out. Have a great weekend. Be good to each other. Next guest announcement is over the weekend, and we'll see you guys in a week. Take care. Have a great time at the shows. Have a great time with everything you're doing. You're going to see me over the weekend at New Jersey Horror Con with Angel Alamo. He's going to be there as well. In 2 weeks, you're going to see Angel in Atlanta, Georgia. Next week.
Next week.
Next week. You're going to see him for the Kick and Valentina album release party. The Metal Summit has been chosen to host. Angel is going to hold it down for that, and he's going to rock out as your host for the Kick and Valentina album release party. And then 2 weeks from now, it is M3. It's going to start off with the M pre-party, which Wicked is actually alumni of our dear friend Dave Dillman. And so it starts off with that, and then we've got the M3 event with like Stephen Piercy, Queensryche, Pretty Boy Floyd, Bret Michaels with D. Snyder. But that's enough for me. That's enough for Angel. Thank you so much, Wicked. We love you guys, and take care, guys. As always, you've been watching